Well, hello friends, welcome back to some Jade Golem Druid. As we run into a mage named Gromash, which is neat. And we're going to continue with this deck slightly tweaked now. I did remove Nourish in place of Gadgetzan Auctioneers, and maybe it's an overreaction just because I've had a few games in a row now where Auctioneer would be much better. Well, that's potentially horrible for us. We'll just go ahead and... Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to say we can test for the unlikely secrets first, but I guess it's Ice Barrier. Which is fine. Couple armor for our opponent. Nothing really doing here. The game plan for this deck is still basically the same. We want to ramp out our Jades. I guess our opponent has something planned for turn 5. There's no way we burn everything to kill this, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Coin, innervate. We can't even do it all anyways. Which is fine. We'll let our opponent take the initiative here. Depending what our opponent has in their hand, that could have been a decent play. But if they were just doing it a little preemptively, yeah, Acolyte, okay. They force off a draw here. That's fine. And this is kind of interesting. The fact that they have Ice Barrier, they did a little Acolyte, Doomsayer. Maybe we are playing a little bit more of a... So I'm going to go ahead and charge here. Just, I'm actually thinking maybe now we are playing more of a freeze, more of an aggressive burn type of mage, which would be kind of interesting, kind of fun. Yep, I definitely think that's what we're coming up against now. So we're going to try and hero power basically every turn if we can. No promises. And we are going to try... Ooh. So we have options. I think I want to ramp out here while I can. I am going to also want to draw because we are going to need our Feral Rage in order to armor up an extra 16 health. And hopefully, even after an Alex draws, that's going to be enough. The other big issue is we're going to have to be able to deal with an Antondius, and we don't have Mulch in our deck. I know that I got Mulch really, really early on. And I disenchanted it because I thought, there's no need for Druid to need that sort of card. And I was wrong. But that's okay. You know, I make horrible decisions all the time with the dust. And sometimes I just think, oh, well, you know, their standard cards rotate out every once in a while, and I'm just going to have tons and tons. Whoa. Forgotten Torch to face is probably going to be negligible. Oh, wow. We are really expecting to have a bad time in this game now. I can't afford to throw down an Ancient of War, so unfortunately I have to put out Blood Mage in case this is Mirror. And I'm totally okay with putting Ancient of War out now. Because now this is a board that has to be dealt with, basically. Otherwise, well, maybe not even. Our opponent's at 40. Maybe they don't really care about us. 30, 10, 40, yeah. So, we could be in a bit of trouble. We still don't have our armor. Oh, wow. If our opponent just has tons and tons of burn. Are we just dead? Next turn to Pyroblast? Oh my goodness. Feral Rage or lose? Okay. This is 5, 6, 7 kills this. But I am honestly gonna search for Feral Rage right now. That's... I got the best deals anywhere. Come on, another spell, another spell. Feral Rage won't save us now, though. That's the only issue. I mean, if it's Pyroblast, it didn't matter if I armored or not, so I figured I might as well have a stronger board. If this card here was a discounted Pyroblast, we lose no matter what we did last turn, unless we had top-decked. Well played. Wow. That was absolutely ridiculous, and I did not... I mean, we called it originally once we started just getting burned, but that's not the type of deck that you see too often. Fireballs... Frostbolts, Ice Lances all getting discounted right away on turn 6. Crazy, crazy game.